Galaxy S8 this week and also some other replicas, and iBaby just mentioned to me that the clone factories are working on a perfect Samsung Galaxy S8 with the 18:9 screen and such. Now I'm not sure if it's going to have the real curved display, but yes, they are working on it, so it's going to be very exciting once I receive one so I can do the comparison with the original as I usually try to do. So here, getting a look at this particular product, this is the Apple Watch 2 replica, and they call it the Google Phone Watch 2. And this one here on the front, we can notice already how it doesn't have a one-to-one box, unfortunately, but we know that this can change from time to time as we have seen it. And also, if you guys want the original box, or at least the look-alike of the original, you can always request it directly from iBaby 888. Now this video is for educational purposes so that you guys know that these do exist out there and that you need to be careful, because this thing is so much alike to the original that it almost passes as if it was the real deal. So opening the box, inside we're going to see how well they pack it, and here we can see that it looks almost identical to the original product. Now unfortunately, I have never owned an Apple Watch other than the ones that I see my brother owning, but you know, I don't have the box, so I couldn't compare it and notice if this is a one-to-one box, at least on the inside. I do know that we have the watch here and it looks very close to the original, including the charging port. Now this is going to have the magnetic charging port, the same one that we see on the original product. Also, we got the bottom placements exactly on the same location. And on the other side here, we're going to find the loudspeaker together with the microphone, and the body feels almost the same as the original, even the weight. And this I know because I went to my local Best Buy store and I checked one of their Apple Watches, and yes, they look almost identical. This is the 42mm version, and the belts are also removable. If you click on this button, you can easily get them out, and then you can also fit the original ones on here, something that I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to. You can change the belts, and I'm pretty sure that soon the Chinese are going to replicate it or make the ones that you can also fit with this watch, so that's very cool. And this one in particular is made of rubber. It feels very nice in the hand, very comfortable, and actually I was surprised to see that it doesn't fall off like I have seen on other replica Apple Watches before. Now I have to be honest with you guys, I have received several Apple Watch replicas in the past and I have refused to review it, and some of them came from iBaby. And that's because iBaby doesn't sometimes know exactly what the factory are selling, and the way it works is that iBaby contacts the factory directly, and iBaby says, well, you know, I have this reviewer that needs a certain product to be done, and I need him to have the latest one that you have right now. So sometimes they send me something that is absolutely crap, and unfortunately I had to reject the review. But now this one is quite impressive, especially the battery side. So getting a look inside of the box, just to finish the unboxing portion of this video, we do have here the USB cable. Now, as I said before, it is magnetic. Let me just go ahead and remove this. I just did it for demonstration purposes. So if you put it on here, you can see that right now there's a magnet. Now the magnet is not really powerful. Every time you connect this to the wall outlet, it's going to light green, and then when charging, it's going to blink, and once the charge is completed, it's going to stay solid green, which is really nice. Another thing I noticed here on this Apple Watch is that the crown is not going to work as the original, but we're going to be talking about that later on in the video. Inside of this box, we find ourselves with the manuals. The manuals are just very basic. They don't provide a lot of information, but this is going to be very similar to the original product, so almost all the functionalities are going to work exactly the same. So now that we got the box set aside, I want to mention that on this particular testing of the Apple Watch 2 replica, we're going to be using the iPhone 7 Plus Jet Black version with the MTK6753 octa-core processor. This is one of the most updated replicas in the market, so I thought it was just kind of cool to actually test it and pair it with this particular device right here. So starting on the Apple Watch, we're going to notice how it doesn't have the same logos. It's just a blue screen, and it doesn't even say welcome or anything of that nature, so it's quite basic here. And then we are prompted with the main screen. Now of course you can change these by just holding and pressing the screen, but right now it's trying to connect with the iPhone, and it just did. So we're going to dismiss this, and then to change the style of the watch, you can just hold and press it for about 2 seconds, and then you can move here to the side, or you can just simply swipe to the side. And there is an application, as I've been mentioning in the video, that you can download, and you can actually change it remotely with your smartphone. So that's kind of cool, and we're going to be talking about it as well in just a moment. So to unlock the device, you can just swipe here to the side from right to left, and then here we are prompted with the operating system. And so far you guys can see how well the screen is looking. This is a 1.54-inch display, and it has a resolution of 240 by 240, and also it is IPS. The viewing angles are absolutely amazing. I mean, I know that I have the lights above me and sometimes it does dim the colors a little bit, but just take my word for it, guys. This thing has amazing viewing angles. And that's something that I really struggled before on Apple Watch replicas, is that I wasn't able to see the screen quite well, especially with the sunlight. So with this one, you're not going to have that problem whatsoever. One of the first things I want to show you here is how to get the application directly from your smartwatch into your smartphone by just scanning this QR code. There is an application or a shortcut that you can just simply tap on, and then it'll take you directly here. You just scan it with your smartphone, and then it'll take you directly to the application that needs to be downloaded. Or you can just simply search it here on the Google Play Store, and it's called Fundo Smartwatch, and it's going to be the third one. And after downloading it, all you have to do is just pair to your Bluetooth, which I already have, and then you open the application, and then on here we can change some widgets on the device. Right now I did add a white one, so we go into my applications, and as you guys can see, I have installed the white one. And now let's say I want to install maybe the digital clock, the one on the top. I'm going to show you first that it is not installed on here. So we can scroll to the side, and we do see there the white one, but the one on the very top is not installed. So if you click on it, you can use this application again to install pretty much any application that is available. So right now the only one that is quite useful is the Yahoo Weather, but that's all we have available as of right now. So maybe later on developers will work into something even better. So let's go ahead and scroll here to the side and see if it has truly installed the widget, and there we have it. So yes, it is working 100%, and there are other things that you can also get from this application, like sync your data. The heart rate is going to be fake. Also, we got here some settings, okay, alert settings, notification settings that we can change, and everything is working flawlessly. So in this particular example, I'm using again the iPhone 7 Plus replica, and this is the model with the MTK6753, one of the best looking replicas ever made. So getting back here to the smartwatch, let me just go ahead and show you here other functions that we have. It's going to be all basic. As you guys know, we cannot download any heavy applications on here like we can on the original Apple Watch. Also, I want to show you that you can change the way the applications are set up. Right now I have the what I call the scatter one, but if you go here into display, and then we go into menu style, you click on it, you have the 4 apps option. So if you scroll to the side, you can see it looks much more organized. This is actually my favorite one, but I know that by default we get the one that we saw before. So on here we got the dialer, and I'm going to complete here a phone call. I'll be calling my wife Maylin, so that way you guys can see that it is working, and hopefully I can use the video editor to block her number for privacy purposes. So I'm just doing this so that you guys can see that it is working. And here on the smartphone, you will also notice that it is calling Maylin. So right now, I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. It is currently dialing, and everything is working like a charm. The same thing you can do here with the text messages. Now, I'm not sure if you can actually respond to text messages, or actually you can't compose any text messages. It's just for read only. So there you can see that we are limited as to what we can do with this smartwatch. So the crown, as I said before, doesn't allow us to move it and then, you know, go up and down in menus. You cannot do that with this particular one. You will have to do it directly on the screen, but we can go back. As you guys can see, if you tap on it, it'll take you back, and then this one will take you directly home. Also, if you guys are getting a phone call and you need to answer it, you can just press the power key and it'll answer for you. And to decline it, just press it again and it'll turn it off for you as well. So the next thing we got here is the phone book, and that synchronizes quite well. So that was a little bit of a plus. And as you guys can see, it is working flawlessly. No problems there whatsoever. We have the call logs, and there we can see it. I have called Maylin several times for testing purposes. So that works as intended. Let's go here to the next one. This Apple Watch carries the Bluetooth 4.0, but this is the quick toggle so that we can connect to your smartphone and whatnot. We have the notifications. Here we got settings. So here we have international. If you click on it, we're going to find all the languages supported. So we got English, French, we got Spanish, Portuguese, and so on and so forth. We do have quite a few available, and I'm just going to scroll down so that you guys can see we do not have as much as we will see on a Chinese smartphone. So that's a little bit of a downer, I would say, but maybe we can in the future download some more languages directly from the application, as we saw right there on the smartphone. The next one we got here is Bluetooth music, where basically allows you to play music directly from your smartphone. Next we got Bluetooth camera, and we do have Android. So it says failed. Let's try it again. And as you guys can see, that function, maybe because we are using a replica, is not working as intended. Going back here, we have the, let's see, the heart rate. This is going to be fake. And if I attempt to start, some lights are going to be on the back side, but again, this is all fake. It's not really reading anything for you. We have find my device. This does work. Let's go ahead and start it. Okay. And it's working here on the iPhone 7 Plus replica. Alright guys, so all in all, I have to say that this smartwatch is quite useful if you only care about your phone calls, if you only want to see your notifications on your smartphone or from your smartphone into the smartwatch, then yes, this is definitely worth it. But now, if you're like me, that you like, to have certain social medias on here, like, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and such, then this is not going to be a smartwatch for you, because as of right now, developers have not worked into getting those in here. So you can only receive notifications. Now, I do have to say that the battery is quite amazing on this thing. So far, I went to almost 9 days on standby mode, and you can use it for at least 2 days. And that is, declining and answering phone calls, answering text messages, receiving notifications, and periodically checking your time and those kind of basic features. Yes, it will last you about 2 complete days, which is absolutely amazing. And if I forgot to mention, the battery built-in is 350 milliamps. So another cool part about the smartwatch is that we can fit, the original belts from the Apple Watch 2 into the replica, something that I haven't seen in quite a while. So with this being said, guys, let me know what you think about the smartwatch on the comment section below. Don't forget that I have added the item number, that all you have to do is just copy and paste it on the HK website, and it'll take you directly to it. So with this being said, please let me know in the comment section below if this is worth it or not. Don't forget to like this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next one.